Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, That Model Railway Guy, and welcome to the final live stream of this little series of live streams. Yeah, it's been an absolute blast doing these live streams, yeah, but all good things must come to an end. Not forever though, they're just going away temporarily for a bit. I always like to do things in a sort of a little batch like this, and yeah, maybe later in the year we'll do a few more, but I'll get on to why the live streams are coming to an end slightly later on in the episode, shall we say. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'm going to try my best to have a look more at the chat tonight because it's all been a bit crazy recently when I've done these live streams in the past, but I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's recovered from like the Hornby 2026 announcement, the excitement, the disappointment, the everything else. But yes, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run some trains tonight, and if you would like to see, actually speaking of trains, let's go over to the layout because you can see we've got trains running around already. We've got the Rapido J70. Oh, was that a super chat? I just saw it pop up on the screen, but I didn't hear the noise come through. That's weird. Might have to turn that up. But that was from Owen Hardy saying, can we have a W4 Peckett with a goods train, please? Absolutely, I think we can do that. Yes, I'd forgotten I'd even put a. I'd completely forgotten that I'd even. Oh, sorry, I'm just completely ignoring the train as it moves around the thing. Anyway, yes, I'd completely forgotten I put a Peckett on the on the list, but absolutely, we'll get a Peckett out and do something with that. Yeah, and before I forget again, there we go. We've got basically, yeah. We've got lots of cameras positioned around the layout. I've just realised that there's you can see sort of the other camera that's there, which is this camera here. Yeah, so we've got lots of cameras sort of all around the layout, and then there's one final camera which is just here, and I sort of cut to a little bit early, but you can see now as we look up at the embankment, the J70 trundling its way along there with some Great Eastern coaches behind it. And of course, as if that wasn't enough as well, we can keep an eye on everything by going to our big multi-shot here where there's lots of layout all around me and I'm in the center. So yes, so if you would like to have a particular loco, if you would like to see a particular loco running on the layout tonight, do as Owen Hardy does and send in a super chat, and in your comment let me know what loco you would like to see running. Basically the way it works is there's a list in the description of all the locos that I have available that I've got out and sort of can get within easy reach. So pick one from that list basically, otherwise it gets a bit chaotic if people just start requesting stuff and I don't have it. But yeah, so that's how it basically works. Yeah, I will try. I've just seen Transport Lucas says, do you have a J72? I do indeed have a J72 and it's on the list. Technically it's the E1, but I call it the J72, so but it's the same model, same loco basically. So yeah, that's basically I've just realised that the Q&A, the ticker at the bottom there is completely wrong. So let's get rid of that, shall we? Because we had a members live stream last week, a members only live stream last week, and I changed the ticker for that. And obviously I've completely forgotten to put it back to normal. But yes, yeah, another thing there, if you'd like to become a channel member at any point, we do have little things like members only live streams, and I've done a couple of behind the scenes videos for channel members as well. And what else have we done? I've been doing requests, so like sort of similar to the super chat requests that we do here, but I put them in actual videos and then they get a little shout out. So if you're a channel member already, thank you very much. Your support is very much appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to go get a Peckett because Owen Hardy wanted to see a Peckett running on the layout. I will say this as well. If you do want to see something run on the layout, better to get your super chats in sooner rather than later, because in the last few weeks we've had quite a few come in the first half an hour, and then I basically spend the rest of the... There we go. There's right on cue there. Thank you, Kemptown Branch, and that also confirms to me that the super chat noise is working. Could we see Thomas on a goods train? Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. Well, that means I can just get the Peckett going, and then we can swap it over to Thomas as well. Perfect. Okay. In that case, then I'm going to disappear off screen very so slightly. Just as soon as I don't want to leave you with nothing running around. The J70 is going so slowly. It's coming out onto the layout now. So as soon as that comes out onto the layout, great, I'm going to disappear off for a bit. So I'm going to go get the Peckett and get that sorted out. So one thing that has occurred to me is that I am going to need to figure out, I don't have space in the fiddle yard for this, I don't think. Oh, I know, I've got a brilliant idea. I've figured it out. I've got a great idea. Oh, Rule 1 Railway says, mic volume very low, C-class and 3 coaches, please. I don't have a C-class, unfortunately. Also, I will address the mic volume as well. I've got the volume up fully on my end. Oh, and we've got another one there. From Nigel Cole as well, who says, can you please run the Bachmann Caledonian 828? Yes, absolutely. Okay, great. So, Rule 1 Railways, I haven't got a C-class. I have got the 01, the SECR 01 that's come from Rapido. So I hope that will do. Yeah, because I don't have a C class. Basically, like I said, there's a list down in the description of all the locos that I do have. I can't think why I would put a C class on there. Anyway, yes. So mic volume. Let me see. I'm just going to see now. I'm just doing some running around here and seeing if I can get this. Now, is that any... Oh, hello. That's now feeding back on me, so that's quite loud. Ah! Sorry, hold on, 2 seconds. I've got to turn off the... I've pressed a button on my monitor and now I can't get rid of things. Sorry, if you can hear all this feedback, it's terrible. Right. That's another super chat that's just come in. Okay, Owen Hardy again. It says, could we have the 50 on a passenger train, please? Wow, okay, that's great. The other thing as well is I did sort out the... I've sorted out some more of the track alignment issues that I was having with. So hopefully the Class 50 will run properly. Yes. So anyway, I've got lots of super chats to get on with. So I kind of need to get on with that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to find the packet and I've got just enough time to do this now, I think. Or I might have to stop the... Oh no, it's suddenly decided it doesn't want to run. Oh no, it is going. There we go. Let's go. Let's go to this shot. I'm running it very fast. Oh, there we go. Let's bring that in there. Now this is going to be. I'm just going to have to very quickly change those points again. I'm going to leave the J70 running just while this happens because it's all a bit. Sorry, I'm trying to do many things at once and keep things interesting. Do you know, actually, probably what would be a better idea? Let's just go back to the multi-shot. I'm going to turn away from you so I can watch what I'm actually doing. But on that basis, I'm going to try and get this packet a goods train. So, if it doesn't stall, that is, it doesn't actually have. I'm going to have to use the hand of God here. It doesn't actually have a stair live in it. So, we'll see if this works though. So here it comes now. It's in the blind spot at the moment, so it's just coming into the sidings here. And we'll just couple up to some of these wagons here. There we go. Yeah, I really do need to... The Peckets are lovely models. They run really nice and smoothly. I would like to... I did attempt to sound fit and fit one with a stair live as well. I successfully managed to sound fit it. Just getting the stair live in was a bit of an issue. And I kind of gave up at that point. So I might look at getting somebody who knows what they're doing to actually do it. That's my thought. Right, if I can get this set up, I'm just going to shunt these wagons back into the other siding. See, we've got the nice Pitley Steam Railway and the That Model Railway guy wagons as well. I'm told that the That Model Railway guy wagons are now in production. Right as the Peckett stalls on the points there. Go on, just keep going for me. There we go. Right, let's pull this forward. And then I think my plan is I'm going to stop the... oh, no, has it stopped again? Yes, it has. It's on that... Oh, it went of its own accord. Great. Okay. So, I'm going to have to remember to slow... Yes, okay, I've got 2 trains coming in at the same speed, which is not going to help. Right. Let's slow the Peckett right down. I'm just going to then pull the J70 forward into the loop, and then I can just swap all these points in the meantime. So the J70 will pause at the station there while I flip all these points, and hopefully, all being well, the Peckett will start running round for Owen Hardy. I'm going to run it at a fairly speedy pace. There we go, that'll do. I think that's all right. Should be coming round on the top right of your screen any moment now, guys. And here it is. There we go. That's the Peckett. We're running with a little goods train there. I rather like that. We've got some shunting into the show already. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Owen Hardy, for this as the first super chat of the night. And I believe after this we've got to do Thomas as well, haven't we? So I think we'll do some extra shunting and put. Oh, it's stopped, and I might have to just. Oh no, it does this thing where it's sort of like it will stop and then it will get itself going again. So. I don't know. Maybe I just need to adjust the pickups on it. So yeah, but I do like this one. The red one. It's stopped on that. I'm gonna have to push it through that bit all night, aren't I? To be fair, I think that yeah. Let's follow this around the layout actually as it comes around. We'll give it its proper attention. But yeah, I very rarely run the red one. I tend to favour the green one more. Like I said, I was attempting to sound fit the green one, and I kind of gave up halfway through on that. So we shall see. Now, is it going to make it over the double slip? That's going to be an interesting conundrum. What's going to happen here? Oh, I think it's made it. A little bit stuttery, but it's okay. Oh, I cut to that a little bit early, didn't I? There we go, passing off around the side again there. And then we can see it coming over the embankment again. Excellent. So while this is running round, let's have a look at the chat. Because oh, Rule 1 Railway says it stalls and then the wagons crash into the back of each other and nudges it forward. That's actually not a bad shout. That might well be what's happening, especially with the momentum just sort of carrying it forward. Yeah, I can see that. Excellent. Oh, is that someone becoming a member? Oh, I see. It's Shine Ortiz 2199. Has been a member for 4 months on the fireman level. Thank you so much. I'm going to call you Shine, because if I say all that again, I will be here all night. But it says, lovely work on the modular railway, mate. Keep up the stellar work on future endeavours. Thank you very much. So yes, that is, yeah, it's been a fantastic project to work on this particular layout. I feel the modular layout is a few years old now, and so I sort of feel like it would be good to do, yeah, to do a bit more on it at some point. You know, just to touch it up a little bit. Not to like do a rebuild or anything, but just, you know. There's a few bits and pieces that I'm like, oh, that, you know, like when I've been talking about with some of the track alignment issues, just sorting out some of the issues. But scenically, I still think it looks really good. But yeah. Oh, and that's another member. Oh, I see. It's Owen Hardy. Oh, Owen Hardy has been, so again, has been a member for 2 months on the cleaner level. It says, I've got a green Peckett and it's great. Yeah, the green Peckett. So the green, I think it was the, oh, now what was it? It was the... They're all coming in. Oh, it's Soda Dander Man. Oh, thank you so much. And that's it's been a driver member for 33 months. Can you believe that? It's incredible. And he, being a great mod as ever, he says, become a member for as little as £1.99 and get exclusive perks and early access to some videos. So there you go. I mean, that's perfect job there, because it meant I had to read that out on the stream, which is basically a nice little advert for the membership stuff. But yeah, it's I'll stick a link in the description or in the comments rather. But yeah, if you would like to become a member, yeah, like I say, it is literally £1.99 per month. You get like little custom emojis and stuff. There's some Thomas the Tank Engine emojis. Other bits and pieces. Like I say, you get early access to most of the videos as well. So yeah. Mo Phipps says, I'll just ask this again. I'm just working on a Rapido DCC decoder, and for F7 it says train set mode. Can anyone help me with what that does? So basically train set mode effectively dampens down like the acceleration and the deceleration. So instead of, if you have like a standard DCC decoder on, the standard DCC decoders from Rapido, or most decoders, randomly just stopped on the, anyway, it's going again now. Got distracted. So it's, if you, yeah, it basically, if it, a normal DCC decoder will have like quite an acceleration curve and quite a deceleration curve, so that, you know, stuff doesn't happen automatically. You've got to wait, you know, and break the loco basically, as in like, you know, breaking, not, you know, destroy it. Yeah, and so if you put train set mode on, basically it sort of gets rid of the acceleration and the deceleration. It reacts more like a traditional analog loco, where if you turn the power up, the loco goes, and if it goes on. I was actually using it on the J70 that's running around, because that that basically, because it's easier for me when I'm running the sound fitted locos to, you know, not have to worry about braking and stuff. I can just stop it where I want to stop it. So that's basically what it does. Oh, I can just see in the chat that everybody is using the custom emojis now. Thank you so much. WT guy says, "Oh, Peckett just died for 2 seconds." Yeah, it's just it will just do that. I need to look at the pickups really on it. RD6H9F says, "What does the series finale mean?" It just means that this is the final live stream of this little series. So I'm not going to be doing a live stream next week, basically, because this is a good time to talk about it as well, because I'm going to be busy starting a new layout build project. I can't say much more about it, and it's started again. It's just stopping at the station. We're going to say that. Oh, we've got another. I've got another super chat that's just come in. It says it's from Shine Ortiz 2199. Says, "Could you run Bluebell with a mixed train?" I can definitely run Bluebell. What I'm going to say is, and I think I did put this in the description as well. I will absolutely try and I will definitely do the locos for you. I can't guarantee particular trains and stuff. I know I did say I would run the Peckett with the good stuff, and we'll try and do that with Thomas as well. But otherwise, it gets a bit complicated, because if I've got to start forming up trains, then it takes ages to actually get between the different super chats, basically. Anyway, I think the Peckett has been going round for enough time now. We need to get on to Kempton Branch, who wanted to see. I need to put my glasses on because I can't see anything. Kempton Branch wanted to see Thomas with a goods train as well. I've got Thomas on the layout, so I think what we'll do is we shall bring the Peckett. Let's watch the Peckett as it comes round into the yard. So yeah, let's do that. So here it comes. We'll slow it down as it comes into the yard, and then we'll do a little bit of a shunt around and swap over the locos. I've got Thomas set up on a little siding somewhere, so yeah, hopefully we can get this sorted. But thank you so much, Owen Hardy, for sending in the first super chat of the night. That was a bit abrupt, wasn't it? Sorry, that was my slowing down there, not the actual, not what I was saying. Right. So I think what I need to do first is do some Hand of God uncoupling. So we'll just disconnect. Oh, it's just connected straight on again. There we go. Let's do that. Let's just temporarily just sort of derail that first first wagon there, and then we don't have to worry about it rolling down with the Peckett. But you can see I've got Thomas set up there, and oh, okay, right. So that implies that it's not the momentum then, because there was no momentum there for it to there was no wagons behind it to actually get it onto get it started again. So yeah. Anyway. So now that I've got that there, we've got Thomas in the siding, which I do need to get out. I'm just going to run the Peckett into the fiddle yard, and we'll get this going, and I will then I'll take a little bit more of a look at the chat and see what's going on there. Right, now if we thought the Peckett was bad bad at stalling, I think Thomas is going to be a whole nother level altogether. Now what? Yes, I have got it. I was trying to figure out what DCC decoder have I got this on. Mind you, it's actually running quite nicely. I say nicely, I mean, relatively nicely. It's come into the station, it's set up there. I should say. I'm going to just re-rail that wagon again. I hope the sound is okay, by the way, now, because I did make some little adjustments on my end, so hopefully it all sounds okay. I know we had some sound issues during the members only live stream last week. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you know what it helps if I actually don't just run Thomas into the back of some wagons? So yeah, let's not do that. It's worthy of a Thomas story, really, isn't it? And then a wagon derails as we try and get it all back out. Okay, right. So Hand of God coming in again, and let's get that. Is that all sorted? And then it's because this point I have to trigger manually because I haven't got the motor set up properly. Okay, let's see if this all works properly now. And seems like it's going okay. What will it look like going over the bank? Here we go. There is Thomas running around with a little freight train behind him. So who was this? This was Kemptown Branch wanted to see this. Thank you so much. I'm just going to jump onto the multi-shot. Just need to make some quick adjustments here behind the scenes. Hopefully that. Oh, it's okay, right. So Thomas doesn't like the points in the fiddle yard either. Maybe I just need to clean the points. Just make sure that the track is actually clean around here. Thomas is now back out onto the layout as well. So hopefully you can all see him. Hopefully I've set all the points correctly. Right. Oh, Rob's Rail saying, causing confusion and delay, I see. Yes, it's very on brand, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at the chat very quickly. I mean, we're already 22 minutes into this stream, and it's there's so much happening, and there's so much to get through already. So yes. So the cat Andrew says hi, hello to you as well. Nigel Cole says, I'd blame the guard for that impact. Yep, probably. Model Rail Fan 37 says, OG Thomas theme from Thomas and the Trucks immediately gets stuck in my head as soon as Thomas leaves the station. Yeah, again, pretty on brand there, isn't it? Rule 1 Railway says, is the arm on the right-hand signal upside down or am I crazy? No, it is upside down, it's just broken. Again, it's like the motor has become disconnected from underneath and so the wire is just pulling it down. So yeah, it's not ideal. It's like I say, it's one of the many things I would like to. Originally, all the signals were operational on Pitley, and over time, the ratio signals have all sort of failed in some sort of form. So my intention is to redo the signals at some point. That train person says, TMRG, when are we getting the Port of Par videos? I'm really excited for that. Very, very soon. I'm hoping this weekend sometime. Might be Saturday or Sunday, not entirely sure yet. Depends when I've got it scheduled to go out. So, yeah. The Mungie says, any hints for the new layout? I don't really know. I've said quite a lot, especially in the members, stream that we had the other week. I talked about it quite a lot. I think if you saw the video that I did about a week or so ago, where I said if you want to build a model railway in 2026, these are the things that you need to, these are the steps to how you do it. If you enjoyed that video, then I think you'll enjoy the new layout build series because it's very much sort of intended as a guide on how to build a model railway. Like it's normally with my layout build series, I do it sort of just in the sense of I'm building a model railway, this is how I'm doing it, and you're just sort of along for the ride. This next series is going to be a lot more, if you want to build exactly the same layout that I'm building, you could follow along step by step basically. And there's some really cool stuff. I don't want to say too much because there's some really big plans, and I'm hesitant to reveal anything or even hint at anything in case it doesn't happen. But I had a really exciting email about it today, and it looks like some of those plans are going to happen. But yeah, it should be a really fun layout. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I start building it really soon, which is kind of crazy. So in the next week or so, all of this will be dismantled, and then I'll get the room back and I'll start filming a brand new layout build series. I don't know when you'll see it, but because it's also one of those things where it's like it's kind of not up to me as well, which is again a little bit of a hint in terms of how this series is going to work. Anyway, I've said too much. Model Rail Fan 37 says, "Now the signal with the messed up arm is just a backing signal." I like that. I like that very much. Fantastic. Right. What's the next? What's the? Oh, I see. It's the it's the C-Class next, or rather the 01. So let's get that sorted out. Oh, I should say as well, I added a few, because I sorted out the track, I added a few more locos onto the list, onto the requests list. So I think the Accurascale Manor class is back on the list. The Pannier is on the list as well now. And trying to look around. I mean, I definitely put the Class 50 back on there as well. So yeah, I think there's some extra bits and pieces there for some of you who would like to see something different run for once. I think we had a few people asking about the Pannier or the Manor a while back. So I'm going to get some more extra super chats running up while Thomas is running around rather nicely, and I don't have to babysit him so much. I realise he is going through the fiddle yard at the moment as well, while I mess around with getting locos all ready. Oh, and he's just stopped in front of me as well. There we go. Oh, we need to get the Class 50 out as well. Okay, cool. Right, I might do. We might do some. Oh, well, I've just realised that I've got to get rid of the J70 at some point as well, because that is currently blocking platform 1. This could be interesting. Oh, I know what I can do. We'll just shunt Thomas back into the siding. In fact, let's do that now. So where are we? We want to go to this shot, really, don't we? And I'm just going to slow Thomas down, and hopefully I can bring him to a stop just there. Right, so lots of point changing, and I need to do that manual point that's down here again. And then I believe we need to get rid of... Right, let's get rid of the J70. We'll set that off again. It's running very, very slowly now. And then I want to make sure that the points are set for the SECR. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep. Trying to talk and do all this at the same time is can be a bit crazy. Right. Okay. I've got both trains running now, so I'm just gonna let's speed up the J70 here, and then once this is cleared, we can I'll check all the points that I have done that again as well. Yes, okay, fantastic. Let's go over to here where the SECR 01 is running around very, very slowly. And I'm just going to bring that to a stop there. Sorry, I'm talking about the I'm now talking about the J. What am I talking about? The J70 that is in the fiddle yard. Right. Okay, that's all good. Let's sort out. Let's get the points in the fiddle yard all reset so that let's actually switch to that shot as well. Right, let's go into there, and then we'll get the SECR loco running a bit faster, shall we? Because this is very much a crawl at the moment. There we go. And let's get the sound on as well. Haven't run any locos with sound so far tonight. And I realise as well we've still got Thomas there, so we'll have to do a bit of we'll have to get rid of Thomas as well, but we'll put him in a siding somewhere, I think. So thank you so much to Rule 1 Railways, who technically wanted to see the C class, but the 01 is standing in as a replacement. That's what we're going with. Excellent. Thank you so much for the request in the super chat. Right, I'm going to turn the sound off just so I can hear myself think while I do this. But I do need to go. Let's go back to the multi-shot very briefly, and we'll get Thomas to put those trucks away, I think. So we can do all this while we're waiting. If I've reset the points correctly, we can do all this. I wouldn't have thought of the Bachmann Thomas as being a shunting loco particularly, but it seems to be working out all right. How will it do on these points that the Peckett stalled on? Right as it sort of had a momentary stall then. Okay, that's sort of come to a stop there. I need to do a little bit of Hand of God uncoupling as the C-Class also comes round onto the stream as well. So let's just uncouple that. Great. And now, have I got it going? No, I've got it going in the wrong direction again. Okay, so I need to go and uncouple those wagons again. So this is one of the other things that I want to do on this layout is put some uncouplers in, like I did on Farquhar, and then I don't have to worry so much about. It's going to keep going. There we go. No, then I won't have to do so much hand of God uncoupling. So that would be nice. Right, Thomas has come to a stop in the station. Let's switch those points over to the other siding, and then we'll. Oh, hello. Why has that just randomly decided to derail itself? Not entirely sure why. Where is Thomas? Oh, it's just going very, very slowly back into the siding, and it's stalled on the points randomly. Let's do a bit of hand of God pushing. There we go, and we'll come to a stop there. Excellent. Right, I like that. Excellent. Let's get the SECR going a little bit faster as well. I feel like it's trundling around at the moment. And what have I got to do? Oh, we've got the. Yeah, we're on to 828 after this from Nigel Cole, but yeah, fantastic. Okay, let me have a quick look at the chat while I've got a few moments. Luke Jackson says, "I love watching these shunting moments. Remind me while he's." I love that model railway guy, but watching these shunting moments reminds me why he's not yet a driver at the Heritage Line. I have no intention of becoming a driver at Heritage Line, to be quite honest. And let's face it, me like trying to shunt on here, I got asked if I wanted to be a signalman at one point, and I was like, I've caused way too many derailments on my on my own model railway to know that I should definitely not be a signalman on an actual railway. So yeah, I'll stick to do. Oh, hello. It just randomly decided to take a different route through the. That was weird. Okay, so for some random reason, it just decided the SECR, the O1, just tried to take a different route through the fiddle yard while the points were set against it. I don't know why. Yeah. Kerry Clear says, "Is it okay if I request to see a terrier, please, or Toby?" I mean, yeah, you can request it, but if you, I mean, basically, I do the requests from the super chat. So if you send in a super chat, then we can run something. I will say we did have Toby. Well, we had the J70 tram engine running around a little bit earlier, so you could always just rewind and watch that bit if you want. Yeah. The Mungie says, "Any plans to review some more TT120? Yes, absolutely. I would love to. I just need time, basically. I've got loads of the TT locos. Oh, I see. It's just derailing randomly at this point here. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I thought I'd sorted that joint out. Why is it now? Oh, anyway. Having a model railway is a bit like, you patch holes in one thing and then the problem breaks somewhere else, and then by the time you fix that one, the original problem has gone back and broken again. So you're just constantly trying to fix things. Andrew Kennedy says, says, "I end up crashing into the buffer stop." Yeah, I often end up doing that as well, especially when I forget that there's braking on the loco. Like if it runs a bit, yeah, if it's not quite as fast as I was expecting it to be, or it doesn't just brake immediately. Norton Hill 114 says, "Hi, as a novice modeler, can you tell me if you make your own station signs or if you have them made?" So. The ones on this layout, the ones on Pitley, I got from, I'm just going to keep an eye on this as it goes over that dodgy bit of track again where it derails constantly. There we go, sorted that out. So it's, the ones on this layout were from modelrailwayscenes.com, I believe. And they do, they're 3D printed signs, and you type your name in and they send them out to you. Now, I haven't used them for a while. And I've heard some reports that they haven't been well, or there's been some issues with the shop, and so they haven't been able to get everything get orders out quickly. So I don't know what the situation is there. Previously when I used them, they were really good, but I haven't used them recently, so I don't know what the situation is there. On Farquhar, what I did is I 3D printed my own station sign. So I've got a 3D printer and I just designed some. They were really easy to do because it's basically just a board with some text on and then 2 poles up the side. That's pretty much it. So you could, if you have a 3D printer, you could go down that route if you want to. That train person says, do you think we'll ever see Pitley combined with Farquhar, combined with the NCMA? Oh, sorry, it's just going to come around that corner again. There we go. I've got that sorted out. Actually, we need to get the 828 running. So we'll do one more lap of the layout with the O1. But basically, Pitley and Farquhar could absolutely be combined at some point. I could definitely. There's possibility to do that. In terms of combining it with other layouts, then it really comes down to. Pitley isn't really compatible with other layouts because it's set to its own standards. So let's follow this round. So yeah, it'd be a bit difficult to connect it up to another random layout. You know, it's just in that sense of, you know, and this is not to say that the NCMA is a random layout. I just mean like generally, like it doesn't make any difference with the layouts being being particularly modular or exhibition style in any particular way. It's just more of a thing of where it's like, yeah, there's no real sort of easy way to join 2 completely different layouts up, and both the layouts being modular. I'm just going to sort that out again. Doesn't really make a difference. That's basically what I was trying to say there. But Pitley and Farquhar, absolutely, we could join those up at some point. And in fact, I do have a plan to do that at some point. Oh, right, another super chat has come right in just as I was swapping over locos. That's from Model Rail fan who said, can you run the B1 with the teaks, please? Well, absolutely, I think we can do that. As I say that, though, I'm literally just bringing the O1 into the fiddle yard, and we're going to get 828 running for, who was it? I think it was Nigel Cole wanted to see these, wanted to see this combination, or this loco. Yeah, I'll try and run them with the teaks if I can, but no promises. But we'll definitely run the B1 for you. I've just got to find 828 now, if I can. Well, I've put it on a list somewhere. And oh, there it is. Right. Let's get this going and not waste any more time. Trying to figure out what road I've got this on as well. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this track issue doesn't continue to be an issue. But yes, sorry, I didn't say it, but thank you so much, Rule 1 Railways, for suggesting the C-Class / the O1. And now we've got, coming out onto the layout, we've got 828, which was requested by Nigel Cole. Sorry, I nearly said Sir Nigel Cole then. I've got Sir Nigel Gresley on the brain. As far as I know, Nigel Cole hasn't been made a knight, at least not yet. Anyway, there's still time. So. The services to model railway channels. Anyway, we've got 828 running around. Let's I'm just going to keep it on the multi-shot for a moment while I check how it does on this curve here. If it's going to, because it's an 060 tender engine as well. I'm wondering if it's a. Oh, see, that one's fine. Yeah, the Bachmann loco is fine on it. So. We'll do that. Anyway, as you may have noticed, I've also got this running with the quad arts as well, which any excuse to run the quad arts, I'll take it. Nigel Cole says, thanks, Joe. Good to see 828 running. Was great to see her at Spa Valley. Yeah, it's a fantastic loco, and should be back out. If it's, I don't think it's out this weekend, but it'll be back to running on the railway fairly soon. Anyway, let's now that Polar Express is over and all that. Anyway, let's go back to let's follow it around and put the sound on as well. Nice little whistle as we go around there. There we go, we've got our shot with the dodgy signal. And then here we go, going over the bridge again. I love it. Yeah, it's a nice combination, this. And technically could happen in preservation, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's not impossible. They are all preserved, so I think it would probably take a while though for I don't know if, well, like I say, I don't think there's any plans for 828 to go visiting any other railways, at least at the moment, at least until it leaves us, which I don't know when that'll be. So. Let's go. Actually, while I'm doing that, let's get the next. Oh, now do I do something a bit crazy here? I'm tempted. I'm kind of tempted to put the Class 50 on the Teaks, which I think is the next super chat that we've got to do. I'm going to do it. I feel like having fun. Does mean I've got to get all this sorted out though. I'm trying to do it before 828 comes back round again, as it comes through the fiddle yard. Right, I think I've got that on there, and 828 does need a little bit of a push. Just getting it through the quad arts are so draggy, it's unbelievable. Right, it now doesn't want to. Oh, right, I've just knocked over something else now. That's not good. Okay, what have I knocked over? Oh, that's all fine. It's just a couple of wagons. I say just a couple of wagons, but... right, why? Oh, there we go. Right, I've got it sorted now. Okay. Right. I think I've got everything sorted. Let's have a look at the chat again. Oh, Nigel Cole, first one I just looked at there. So will be good to see Pickwick Yard again at some point. I agree. I sort of have an idea for something to do with Pickwick Yard. I don't know whether anyone would like it or not. I know there's kind of people want to see new stuff all the time. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky to know what to do. But I have. Keep an eye on the members area, because I'm hoping to do a members exclusive video at some point where I talk about not necessarily the future of all the different layouts, but there's some stuff happening behind the scenes, and I'm not getting rid of any layouts before anyone worries. But I've got there's some changes that I'm sort of making behind the scenes, which in theory should make it easier for me to show layouts more often. I'm hoping. I don't know, but we shall see. That train person says, TMRG begs Spa Valley to bring 828 to the North Norfolk Railway. That way I can clean it when it visits. I'm a youth volunteer. So, like I said, as far as I know, there are no plans for 828 to go visiting any other steam railways while it's at Spa Valley. I believe, and I think this is from I think this has come from I don't know entirely, so this don't quote me on this, but I think it's the owners at Strathspey, the owners group of 828, don't want it going around the country on low loaders and lorries and stuff like that. So if it does visit any other heritage railways, I think it'll only be like when it leaves us to go back up to Scotland. So it might do a few railways on the way back. I don't know. That's what I've been told. So I know that while it's at Spa Valley, and it's definitely with us until the end of 2026, at least, it could be extended again. I don't know what the situation is there. Like I say, I'm not part of the locomotive department. This is all stuff that I get sort of, second-hand information, and how correct it is, I have no idea. But that's what I've been told, is that there's no plans for 828 to go visiting elsewhere. And to be perfectly honest, we kind of need it at Spa, because our only other working engine at the moment is a Bullied Pacific, which is quite big. Quite big to use, and also we can't use the run round loop with the Bullied because the head shunt isn't long enough. So there's that as well, which is a slight issue. Yes. And before anyone says, why don't you just extend the head shunt? We'd love to, but it costs money, and we've got a bridge to replace. So Small Pool 25 says, can I ask where that bridge is from? I'm assuming you mean this one here on the top right of the screen. So it's a Wills kit, I believe. It's the occupation bridge, something like that. Yeah, nice kit to put together. Doesn't have like a top or anything, so you have to like. I had to put like a track bed on it, but yeah, it's really nice. If you want to see more on it, check out my building a modular model railway episode something. But it's called something like how to build an embankment or something, and I show how I did that whole scene in that video. So yeah, there you go. Duck the Mini GWR says, please can you run Backman Duck? I mean, I don't have a Backman Duck for a start. I've got the Accurascale Pannier tank, but like I said, any requests that I do have to come in through Superchats, because we've got quite a few Superchats to get through already. And yeah, like I say, if I open it up to everyone, it just becomes chaos. So if you send in a Superchat, I'm more than happy to run a loco of your request, as long as I actually have it. Like I said, there's a link down in the description. So yeah. Right, I think let's follow 828 round one more time, shall we? As I said, as he says that and just completely forgets to actually follow it round at all. Yeah, always nice to run this one. So thank you so much, Nigel Cole, for suggesting this particular loco, as I again failed to switch the cameras. And here it comes over the bridge. Give it a nice little whistle there. And yeah, thank you so much. Right, so that's 828 heading off back into the fiddle yard, and now we're going to get to the class 50, which is going to be quite something. Now, I did put this back on the list because I was feeling quite confident about the repairs that I'd made to the layout. I'm feeling slightly less confident about it all now. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes. Yeah, we might have to run it around in the opposite direction. I've got it. I'm trying to figure. Oh, I've got it right. I've got it on the wrong way around. Let's go. Let's get it moving, and we'll see what happens here. This could be chaos. So I'm going to put it onto the multi-shot as it comes out onto the layout here, and then we can see it run round. But yeah, okay, some slight trepidation here, but thank you, Owen Hardy, for suggesting this. Oh, it's made it over that first dodgy bit of track, so we should be okay. It's coming round now onto the other side of the layout. I am also running this with the teak coaches as well. Is it going to make it over this bit of dodgy track here? It seems to have done it so far. It's coming through the station now. It's like a Formula 1 race, this, narrating it as I go along. It's making it through the yard. This is actually, we're going a decent old speed here. I think this is okay. Okay, well that's sort of all the bits that I'm worried about. This side of the layout is generally fine. Cool. All right. Well, I think that's worked on the very least. Then we'll follow it around on the next one, and should we turn the sound on as well, because it will absolutely deafen me as it goes round. So let's do that. It's so loud. Here we go. Let's head over to the, and I'll just let you enjoy it as it goes round. So there we go. Now I'm gonna have to turn this off at some point, but I'm gonna leave it on just for the sheer ridiculousness of how loud this Accurascale class 50 is. I nearly called it 31 there. Rule 1 Railway says thrash. God, I love Hoovers. Yeah, I can fully appreciate that. Model Rail Fan 37 says, is that a real class 50 or a model? That is noisy. Yeah, it definitely feels like it. Mo Phipps says, into the cottage chicane. I love it. That's obviously a reference to the Formula 1 show coming earlier on. And rounds into Kidley, corner and across the line. Great, fantastic. Oh, hello, here we go. We've got another super chat that's just come in. Rowan Parsons says, can we please see the class 31? Mine came yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, absolutely, we can run that for you. And the Mungie, I've just seen as a super chat from you. I don't think it's even popped up on the screen yet. I'm getting ahead. There we go. It's just popped up. And it says, let's see an A4 and something wacky behind it. Okay. I'll have to have a think about that one then. We'll definitely get the A4 running. But yes, this is absolute chaos. Right, so I've got to figure out. I've got to get the next lot of super chats set up. I'm going to try and do these without cutting to. Oh, was that another subscriber? We've just had the cat 125 Andrew, who loves trains, has just subscribed. Thank you very much. I'm going to just say Andrew there. Thank you very much for subscribing. No idea if you're even watching this or if you just randomly click subscribe on a video, but you're getting a shout out anyway. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn the 50 off. My voice, I can feel my voice going already. I'm just shouting over it. Rule 1 Railway says star in a reasonably priced loco. Right, okay, so, yes, I have some ideas. I've just now got to see if I can find... Oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. I've got an idea. Well, I've got some stuff here that I can sort of nick and use for the next set of super chats. That's assuming I can actually keep it all on the track as well. I will say, I do quite like the Class 50 on the teak carriages, on the LNER teaks. I know it's not like prototypical in the slightest, but I feel like this is something that you could maybe see at the Severn Valley or the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. As a class, I assume a Class 50 must have gone to the North Yorkshire Moors at some point for a diesel gala or something like that. Whether Royal Oak has done that or not. Namungi says any A4, whichever is in reach. Okay, cool. Well, I think I've got both of them in reach, so I'll just make an executive decision. This is great. Okay, let's follow the Class 50 around one more time, or a couple more times, I say. Should we turn the sound on again just for laughs? Let's do it. Here it goes. Oh, cut to that one a little bit early. I've just realised we've still got Thomas on the layout as well. Well, then we'll do one more round of the Class 50 because it's actually running well for once, and I want to savour the moment. Here we go. Oh, I did that a bit too soon. There we go. Nice amount of whistle. I was going to say whistling, but it's actually horns, isn't it? Right, now I've got to actually stop this in the right place. I'm turning the sound off as I do that. Do you know what? Actually, I've managed to get that bang on there. Sorry, I know you can't see any of this because it's all happening in front of me here. The weird thing is I have to sort of look down below my kind of desk of stuff here. Anyway, before I do that, let's... who was that? Who wanted to see that? That was Owen Hardy wanted to see Class 50 on a passenger train. Thank you so much, Owen, for your second super chat of the night, I believe. And now we are moving on to Shine Ortiz, who wanted to see Bluebell. And I believe they wanted to see that on a mixed train as well. So I have sort of set up something, and I now just need to find Bluebell on my list of many locos. Have I got all the points in the fiddle yard set up correctly? I believe I do. This has actually turned into quite a long mixed train because I've basically just added some wagons to some of the trains I was running. Anyway, let's actually have a look and see. We've got Bluebell running around now. Here we go. Fantastic. Yeah, so I've got some of the, actually I don't know if I've run these on the layout or shown them on the stream yet. Let's come here. But I've got some of the Rapido, it's the Caledonian vans, I think, which they've got the Cadbury's logo on them, which is why I got them in. And I've got a Bourneville wagon behind it as well. So I'm sort of making up a kind of a chocolate train almost in a way. But yeah, there we go. That's my little mixed train. Then I put the Great Eastern carriages on from behind as well. From that we were running earlier on as well. So hopefully that's worked out quite well as a nice little mixed train. But yeah, I do like these Caledonian vans. They are very nice. And yeah, and I'm a big fan of chocolate as well. So I was more than happy to to support Rapido in their endeavours with this particular project. The other one, the Bourneville van, is a Daypole wagon, I believe, as well. So yeah. The Mungie says, any rolling stock you've got pre-ordered or anticipating for this year? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think I have got any rolling stock in particular. Oh, sorry, I've just realised that it's going around in the shot behind me, and I just figured we should probably cut to the multi-shot again while we watch this go around. Yeah, I don't think I do have any. Oh, I know, I've got Evolution coaches on order. Can't believe I forgot about that. Yes, yeah, I think I probably, because I've ordered quite a few of them, I've sort of tried to block it from my memory. Although I think some of them are from batch 2, so I don't have to worry about that quite yet. That's my thinking at the moment anyway. Right, I'm just going to get, here's a class 50, which I'm just going to get out of the way so I can get another super chat set up. I'm just going to have to move my chair ever so slightly so I can get to the next loco, actually. Let's get this on the layout. I would also say as well, guys, that if you do want to send in a super chat, like if you do want to make a request, this is the time to do it, because what are we on now? It's coming up to 8 o'clock. Well, we usually go until, well, I normally say we go about another half an hour at this point, and then we end up going about another 45 minutes. But that's because if anyone wants to send in a super chat, now is the time to do it, basically. Otherwise, I will just run the rest of the locos, or the rest of the super chats that I've got set up. Sorry, I'm now trying to fiddle with other locos and stuff. Right, let's get this out of the way. Oh, that's a subscriber has just come in. Who's that? Hildig Salat. Hidig? Sorry, I got that wrong. Hidig Salat. Thank you so much. Again, I have no idea if you're watching, but you're getting a shout out anyway. So, yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Very much appreciated. MEC Guy 573 says, are you getting one of the LSWR T3s? Is that the one that's at the Swanage Railway? Yeah, I think that is, isn't it? I haven't pre-ordered it. I think it's going to be one of those ones where I kind of want it, but I also have, like, because it's a preserved loco, because it's a, pre-grouping, it's a nice livery as well. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like, I have no emotional attachment to it other than it just being a nice loco. Like, it's not one I've never seen it in person. Am I right in thinking, is it a Bachmann model or is it an EFE model? I think it's EFE, isn't it? I don't quite know what's happening there. Anyway, Bachmann and EFE, I think, are just pretty much basically the same at this point. It's just which factory they use. Do they use the Cada Bachmann factory, or do they use somewhere else? So, yeah. But yes, at the moment, I haven't got the T3 on pre-order. Whether I hold to that will be another consideration entirely. So, yeah, we shall see. To be honest, I've got loads of stuff. Which has already arrived, which I haven't done reviews on yet, so I'm not exactly sure of it. Oh yeah, Nigel Cole says it is an EFE loco, yeah, so that makes sense. And I see Model Rail Fan 37 came in there straight afterwards as well. Hayden's Railway Adventure says, oh, it just disappeared off the screen as I was looking at that. Says, hi Model Railway Guy, really enjoyed your video on building the layouts you've done. What do you think of the Hornby 2026 range? was very disappointed. No new locomotives, just old ones with stupid new prices. So I did a whole video on the 2026 range. I would disagree with your comment there that there's no new locomotives, because I would say that the Merchant Navy it's a brand new tooling literally from the ground up. I don't know if anybody was watching the Hornby live stream that they did slightly before this one. But they were talking about how originally they started out as they were just going to upgrade the existing model, and then actually when they looked at it, there were so many things they needed to do from it, they went, right, well, let's just rebuild it from the ground up. So it is a completely brand new model, which is why it's got all the lights and the steam generator, and it's a fully die-cast model in there. It's a fully die-cast boiler and everything in there as well. So yeah, that is completely new. There's also the Class 50, the railroad range, which brings me on to your other point about saying that stupid new prices. I mean, again, that's your opinion, and you are entitled to it. Again, I don't agree with it, because yes, some of the stuff is really expensive that Hornby has put out or has announced yesterday. At the same time, they also announced something like 153 products that are under the price of £100, and I think out of those, like 16 of them were locos. So on that basis, you could say that they're catering to both ends of the spectrum there. There's, you've got the premium stuff like the Merchant Navy, which is the RRP for that is £400. You can get it for about 360. That's also the steam generator version as well, and the sound fitted version as well. You can also get the normal, like the standard version, for under £300. I think it's 290 or something if you get it at the retailers. But then they've also got locos that are under £100 as well. So like I said, if you buy the new Railroad Class 60 from Rails of Sheffield or TMC or your D-Rails or your your retailer of choice, you should be able to get the discount on that, like the retailer discount on that, which then puts a lot of those locos under £100, including the brand new Class 60, which I think goes down to like £94 or something. Or it might be just slightly above. Maybe I'm getting that slightly wrong. It might be that the Class 60 is £104. I can't remember. I can't remember what the retailer price is and the difference between that. But yeah. Anyway, it's difficult because it's sort of like on one perspective, and this is something I noticed with the comments on the video that I did, where I gave my initial reaction to the range. A lot of the comments, that 50% of people are either saying everything's too expensive, or the other 50% is people saying it's all just cheap reruns. It's all just reruns of locos that have been made in the past, and it's sort of like there's catering to both ends of the spectrum. Which I suppose it's that thing of like, if you're upsetting everyone. Oh, Superchat that's just come in. That's from Sparky129. Oh, thank you so much, Sparky. It says, hi, we'd love to see the Sterling single running. Absolutely, we can do that for you. Yeah, we should. I think we might well be ending on that unless any more Superchats come in. But yes, just want to finish that thought before I get the B1 running, I think it is. Yes, the B1 running for Model Rail Fan 37. But yes, that's basically my thought, is that it's just sort of like, there's lots of people saying everything's too expensive, lots of people saying they're just redoing older models. That's kind of like, covers all bases in a way then, so it's almost like, yeah. It comes back to this point again where it's like, Hornby are yes, they have expensive models, but they are the only manufacturer that properly caters to beginners and has a budget range. Like, even if you're not a beginner, you just want cheaper models, like Hornby are the only ones that really cater to that. And I don't think they get enough credit for it. So, for everyone who likes to complain about Hornby and all that sort of stuff, I get it. They're certainly not perfect by any means. We're gonna follow Bluebell and the mixed goods round the layout one last time, I think, here. But yeah, for everything, for all Hornby's faults, they are the only manufacturers out there who are properly supporting those who want to model on a budget. What you feel about that budget range, the railroad range, is like you're entitled to your opinion. On this channel, I'm never going to tell you what to think, and that goes for my reviews as well. Like my opinion with the reviews is that I'm here to give you information so you can make your own mind up, and that goes with the range and stuff. I will give you my opinion and my reaction to stuff, but it is just my opinion, which And at the end of the day, you know, everyone else's opinion is just an opinion as well. Anyway, there we go. That's Bluebell running over the bridge there with a little mixed train behind it. Thank you so much to Shine Ortiz, who wanted to see this particular loco and train running. Now I believe we've got the B1 to come out for Model Rail Fan 37. I've got that on the front of the teaks for him as he requested. Having said that, I wasn't going to do loco request, or I wasn't going to do rolling stock requests tonight. I've kind of I've made a rod for my own back with that one anyway. So yes, right. Let's get this. Sorry, I've just got to sort all this out. Where is the B1? It better be on here. Oh, there it is. Right, now I remember the last time I ran the B1, it didn't like some of the track. So we'll see what happens with this. It's coming out onto the layout now. Let's see what happens with this. It seems to be doing all right so far. Again, I'm running it relatively slow for the moment, so we shall see. We shall see what happens. I'm just going to move some stuff around as well at the same time. I mean, seems to be running all right at the moment. This is the dodgy section of the track. Oh, sorry. Got to do it on a different panel for the moment. Sorry. Behind the scenes issues that I'm having here for a moment. Okay, well that seems to be running all right. Great. Okay, well we'll go with that then. I quite like that. So let's get this running a little bit faster, and we'll go to the multi-shot just while I sort out some technical issues behind the scenes here. Don't worry, it's nothing major. Oh, actually, I think it's just fixed itself. Oh no, it hasn't. No, never mind. I think I've just got to quit a program and then restart it again. But it's fine. Oh, there was another subscriber who just came in. Paul SK has just subscribed. Thank you so much, Paul. That's really kind of you. Again, no idea if you're watching or not, but we very much appreciate you subscribing to the channel regardless. What was I doing? Right, I need to... Sorry. I've just got to remember what buttons to press correctly so that I don't accidentally end the stream unintentionally. What am I doing here? Why am I... Oh, there we go. Right, let's do that. Let's see if I can get all this working here. Oh, that's another super chat that's just come in. Aidan Likes Train says, please do the Hawthorne Leslie on the quad arts. I don't know if that's going to run. We'll give it a shot. We shall see if that happens. Yeah, I'll give it a go for you. I have no idea if that will work. Sorry, I'm just still trying to sort things out behind the scenes here. It's not a major issue if it doesn't work. We might just be stuck on this multi-shot for a while. That's the only thing. Oh, there we go. It's fixed itself. Right, I'm going to just leave that open for the moment. We'll check that the stream is all working fine, which it does seem to be doing. And the B1 is also running itself rather nicely as well, which is great. I've not really had to pay much attention, which is good. I always like that when a train runs itself. Model Rail Fan 37 says the B1 looks great. Glad I could request it. Don't remember seeing it on the list before. I'm pretty sure it was there. I just don't think anyone. To be fair, there's quite a lot of stuff on the list, so it might well just be that everyone has missed it before. But yeah, maybe what I should do is shuffle some stuff around so it's not all in the same order for next time. But yeah. Aidan Likes Train says silly request, but oh well. Yeah, silly request. And then Model Rail Fan 37 says silly requests are fun. I completely agree. We'll see what happens with it. Cool. Okay. Yes. Let's get everything sorted out. So what have I got to get ready next? I believe I've got to get the Class 31 on the layout. We did have some trouble with the Class 31 in the past as well, so I'm hoping that will all run run fine as well. Now, oh, okay, yes, I never actually got round to putting a loco on that train, did I? Right, okay, 2 secs. I just gotta getting an A4 ready for who am I getting the A4 ready for? The Mungie. Wanted to see this on something wacky. I don't quite know what I'm doing with this. I'm just sort of making stuff up as I go along, essentially, and also trying to do this while not getting in the way of the camera as well. It's not my best angle. Right. I think I've got that on there. We'll find out in a minute when I try and run it. Oh, on the Sterling single. The Sterling single. Yeah, okay, cool. Actually, do you know what? I'll be curious to see what the Hawthorne Leslie does. Where is the Hawthorne? Oh, it's there. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with it, because I genuinely don't know. It could be a bit of a crazy one. Nigel Cole 1936 says, "Love apple green with the teaks." Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? This is, of course, the British Railway, sort of like the really early, like almost the transitional, where they just basically, it was LNER, the apple green LNER stuff still, but they yeah, they effectively just sort of took out the LNER lettering and just sort of painted British, or put British Railways lettering on the side of it until they kind of figured out what they were doing, I guess. But yeah, I agree. It also does look good. I will say, from the Hornby 2026 announcements, the B12 and the K1 in the LNER apple green look fantastic. Yeah, I think they're going to be very, very popular. Aiden's Likes Train says, "If it doesn't work, please use the Thompson B1 instead." All right, we'll see what happens. I'm determined to try and make the the Hawthorne Leslie have a go. Maybe we'll just put the we'll put the B1 on top of it as well. Or use it as a banking locomotive of some sort. I have to say, I'm really liking how the B1 is running, actually. In the past, I feel like this has been one of the locos that's derailed. Not in this set of live streams, because I don't think we've run it on this set of live streams yet, but it's done earlier in the, well, I was going to say earlier in 2025 when I did some live streams. I feel like one of the bits of detail came loose and it got caught in the track and caused it to derail. That doesn't seem to be an issue now. Maybe that piece of detail has just come off, I don't know. The Mungie said, "Is there a loco that you want for your collection but can't justify or simply can't find anymore?" I mean, the T3 that we were sort of talking about earlier, I'm going to find it very difficult to kind of justify that properly. Oh, let's see. I mean, I always wanted to get that the A4 Bittern that they did with the double tender. I think it was like the one-to-one, like the preserved version as well, with like the cutaways on the balances and stuff. I always really liked the look of that, and I never got one when they were actually available. And obviously prices for them now are astronomical. I think I saw one like online for like, yeah, it was like, I want to say like 500, 600 quid on eBay the other day or something like that. So, yeah. Here we go then. This is the last time we've got the B1 going round the layout for the moment. And here it goes over the bridge. Fantastic. I've really enjoyed running that. I think it looks great with the teak coaches as well, which is really nice. So thank you so much to Model Rail Fan 37 for suggesting that particular combination. What have we got coming up next? Rowan Parsons wanted to see the Class 31. So we're going to get that running now. And yeah, let me just sort out all my... let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. Now, which direction is it going? Oh, I've actually selected it going in the right direction for once, which is good. Oh, it's such a smooth pull away, this loco. Yeah, okay, here we go then. It's let's head over to the layout again, and we'll watch this head round. Actually, I suppose we should do what we did before, which is put the sound on. Playing with the horns there. Excellent. I do like that. That's a nice little combination there, and again running really rather nicely. I feel like we got all the derailments out of the way, or the stalling and stuff out of the way at the start of the. I'm gonna have to turn the sound off. It's not quite as loud as the. It's not quite as loud as the Class 50, but it's still fairly loud. That said, I did turn the sound off and it didn't do anything. So. Why is it not responding? Oh, there we go. Right. Oh no, still doing it. Okay, I might have to stop it and then. Or we just run it with the sound on. I'll see what happens if I bring it right down while it's in the fiddle yard. It might be that there's some sort of setting that... Oh no, it's like ramping back up again. I don't know then. We can do a speed hold on this as well, where if I... Oh, I think it might have finally decided that... Yeah. Okay, cool. That was weird. I don't know why it was doing that. It was just really weird. I had the sound switched off and it was just continuing to go. So I don't know about that. Nigel Cole says, I bought a B1 Mayflower a couple of months ago, got a good deal on it. Fantastic. I mean, if I didn't already have a B1, I absolutely would have got Mayflower. I think I probably got the B1 on the basis of because I like the look of Mayflower, and it was actually I think my B1. I got it was right as I was coming back into the hobby, and I think Hornby had a really good deal on them. They were selling them for like 60 to 70 quid, which is like, obviously now you think about it, like ridiculous for a tender engine. Like, yeah, they were in a sale. They had been out for a few years, but it was right at the end of that period of when everything was sort of like, cheapish, or, you could get stuff. I got that, and I think I got a J15 at the same time for around about the same price. J15 is a fantastic model, by the way. Right. I'm going to get the next set of... Oh, it's just randomly... Why has it stopped? That's odd. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I just caused a short circuit unintentionally, which was slightly weird. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. I do need to find somewhere to put this B1 now, though. Cool. Right, okay, everything's working again fine now. I just need to find a Sterling single. Yeah, you can see the Class 31 is running around really rather nicely there. Oh, the lights are turned off as well. Oh, that's interesting. I think my app has maybe frozen, which is why, for those wondering, I run everything through there's like an app on my phone, which I can control everything from. including all the points. Now, have the lights. I think the lights have come back on. Do you know what we can do as well? I'm almost hesitant to turn the sound back on, but yeah, I can put the flange squeal on. So this flange, I'm not doing like it just does it automatically. So when it goes around a corner, it will just turn the flange squeal on automatically, which is really cool. Especially when you're shunting with it, like randomly through. You hear it when it goes around the curve now. Yeah, no idea if that picked up on the recording, but it's a cool little effect, especially when you're shunting like round points and stuff. It's a bit much for using it when you're like doing mainline running, but if you're just like shunting through points or putting some wagons together, I've got a video actually where I demonstrate that better in the video. I think that's coming up towards the end of the month. It's all pre-filmed and ready to go, but yeah, it's a good fun video that I think a lot of people will enjoy it. So yeah, I think we'll let this head into the fiddle yard, but we'll follow this around the layout one last time, I think. That is, of course, if I can. Yeah, here we go. Let's head into. Actually, let's turn the sound on again. Here we go. Thank you so much, Rowan Parsons, for your super chat suggestion. Very much appreciating this one. And there we go. And I completely forgot to slow that down as it was coming into. Oh, I've completely overrun the end of the siding there. There we go. Right, so let's go back to this shot just for a moment, because now I need. Oh, I've just had a thought. Give me 2 secs. Oh, I need to go to that shot very briefly, don't I? I've realised that Thomas is still on the layout, and Thomas and the Sterling single are both set to address number 1 for obvious reasons. But it's all good. I've sorted that out now. Anyway, as you might have guessed, the Sterling single is coming up next, and that is going to be for. Oh no, sorry, it's not the Sterling single. I've got completely mixed up there. I do have it set up and ready to go, but first we need to run the A4 with something rather wacky. So let's go. I've got it going around in the opposite direction. Now let's see if I can find which A4 did I actually put on the layout. Here we go. I don't know how wacky this is, but we shall see. I mean, it's fairly wacky at the moment because it's just derailed itself in coming out of the fiddle yard, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be perfectly honest. I think I may have just not put the tender on properly, which doesn't help. Okay. Right, we'll just run this round slowly and see what happens. Anyway, any guesses what this could be, anyone? Here we go, so we've got the A4 and we've got it with a big long freight train, basically. This is kind of all I could think of. My logic here being that it's an A4 in the express passenger blue with a freight train. So that's about as wacky as I can get, I think. And let's go to that shot there. That's coming round rather nicely. I do feel like I need to get a... Oh, hello, that's some sort of... all the points are clicking as something else obviously triggered a short circuit there. Anyway, let's go to our multi-shot here. But yeah, so thank you so much. This was the Mungie wanted to see, the A4 and something wacky. So I hope this is wacky enough for you. Oh, he says, love it. Oh, fantastic. Excellent. Sparky129 says, you know it's wacky when it derails itself. Yeah, I completely agree. I suppose I could have run this with like that little mixed goods train that I had before. That would have been a massive loco on the front of a little branch line train. Or something like the Class 121 behind it as well. That could have been interesting. But I don't really like trying to do double headers and stuff like that, which it technically would be. It's a bit of a faff to set up. Let's have a quick look at the chat again and see see what everyone is talking about. Spelokir, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. It says, a goods train, the shame of it, the shame of it. I'm assuming that's supposed to be in a Gordon voice there. We're going with that. Yeah, it's a big blue engine, we'll take it. It's not quite Gordon, but it's fine. Unless, did Spencer say something like that as well? I don't know. I never really paid the later series too much attention when it came to Thomas. So yeah, all the CGI stuff and even sort of before that, I kind of, yeah, anyway. So yeah. Oh, Soda Dandaman says, did you see my message in Messenger? Yes, I have, and I'm just terrible at replying to stuff. Yeah, again, I have made a note of it. It's just it's been a busy week with the Hornby announcements and other stuff that's going on in the background as well. I will get to you eventually. I'm sorry, but again, thank you for what you suggested as well. The Mungie says, love the Queen Mary as well. Rule 1 Railway says, do you use Z21 for DCC control or DCC EX? Both, technically, but on this layout, it's the Z21. It's the Roco Z21. We did talk about this in a previous live stream, I think. But yeah, I use the Z21 for this particular system because there's also block detection on this layout as well and everything. Yeah, that's... but I then also use DCC EX on other layouts. So the TT120 layout that I built, that is run by DCC EX. I did a 009 layout last year in about September for the Pico competition. My little 009 Tinac layout that I built, and that has got the new DCC EX CSB1 underneath it, and is really handy. And yeah, I love the DCC EX stuff. If you want a really good solid, if you want a really solid like DCC controller that's not going to cost you the earth as well, I think the DCC EX stuff is just fantastic. And the CSB1 in particular, I know you can like get the Arduino boards and like build it all up yourself and make it yourself if you want to. But if, you know, I could do that if I wanted to, but for me, like, it's just easier to buy the thing, honestly. And yeah, for me, honestly, it's, yeah, I think that the DCC EX, the CSB1 is fantastic. So yeah. Rule 1 Railways, there's also a follow-up question was, do you have a favourite DCC system? I would probably say the Roco Z21, honestly, because I love the way you can't really see it on here because I've not got, this loco isn't sound fitted. But if I switch to one that is sound fitted, now I've got to find one that's there. Here we go. So here's the 9F. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get it on the light, but it's got all the functions. Oh no, the other side. I'm doing it all backwards. So down here, we've got all the functions. So like, you know, there's like lights and sound and then like, you know, whistles and brakes and all that sort of stuff. So I don't have to remember any of the function numbers for anything. I just tap the symbol, which for me is great. Same for like selecting a loco as well. I have no idea, like it's telling me here that the 9F is set to address number 24. I don't remember that. All I do when I want to select a loco is I go into that screen there and that's got a picture of all the different locos. So it's got, yeah, I just select them by the picture. Which is why I have to remember that things like the Sterling Single and Thomas are set to the same address, because otherwise I just forget about it. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of the Sterling Single, we should probably get that out for Sparky 129 in a moment. Just as Sir Nigel Gresley runs round with his goods train again, we'll let him go around one more time. We'll follow that in full picture again. But yes. And Rule 1 Railway says the CSB1 is one of the best innovations in the market, in my opinion. I would completely agree, yeah. Sparky129 says, I guess I'm a bit basic. I use the... sorry, I got distracted there. I was trying to switch cameras, which I didn't do very successfully. But it said, Sparky129 says, I'm a bit basic. I use the NCE power cab, and so far that works for me. Yeah, that's great as well. I mean, it's solid and reliable, and like lots of people use it. I believe it's there's some, I don't, because I've never used one myself personally, but I believe it's sort of like there are some bits of it which are like getting a bit old now. I think like if you want to do like automation and stuff, or fancy, you know, if you want to use other bits and pieces, yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's just sort of like it requires a bit of work, or it's not compatible with some systems. But if you're just using it as like a standalone kind of thing, like it's just, if you're just using it like as it is, I think it's fine. It's basically, you know, great. RJ Games 24 says, series finale, did I miss a series? Well, I mean, we've had a whole series of live streams. That was what I was figuring. I seem to have confused a lot of people with this this evening. But yeah, we've been doing a live stream like practically every week for the last month or so. So yeah, and this is the final one. So that's what it is. Anyway, let's come back to, oh, my thing started working again. That's handy. I like that. Maybe all I had to do was press a button on it. It's like, excellent. Okay, I just did it out of habit, and it decided to work again. Right. So thank you so much to the Mungie who wanted to see the A4 with something wacky, and now we've got the Sterling single coming out onto the layout. If I can set the points correctly, have I got this going in the right direction? Yes, I do. And is this going to run properly? Well, I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't. Anyway, let's Oh no, my thing's stopped working again now. Oh, I got one button press out of it and then it stopped working. Never mind. Okay, here's the Sterling single coming out onto the layout, and this is for Sparky129 who wanted to see this particular combination. And I've got it running with the teaks because, you know, why not? Basically. Oh, sorry, I just realised I've not swapped the camera. It's because I've, like I say, my little control button panel thing isn't working properly, so I keep switching to different things and it doesn't do anything, and then not realising. But this is this is a nice combination. I like this. Sparky129 says, yeah, that's exactly it. Not really combining it with anything else except maybe one of the boosters. We'll see about that in the future. Yeah, I think as long as it's all in the NCE power cab sort of range, I think it's all fine. So yeah, I don't think there's any kind of need to worry about it. You know, I'm certainly not like, personally, I'm not like, you know, fussy about particular what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. Sterling single is sort of struggling with the teaks in the. There we go. All right, I've got it running a bit faster now. Let's put this on the multi-view again. And I'll put the sound on as well, so we can enjoy this running around. But yeah. Here we go, through the station. Do like that. Yeah, nice combination this. Oh, who's that? OG Haunted Railway Jake has just subscribed. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jake. We really appreciate that. Lonely Signal Box says, "What's a steam engine you personally want a manufacturer to make the most?" Oh, I mean, I did want a manufacturer to do. I'm going to turn the sound off on this briefly. I did want a manufacturer to do the Hunslet, the 16-inch Hunslet, and then Rapido did. So, and I've kind of been at a bit of a loss since then. I don't really know. Like, there's nothing specifically that I would love, like that means anything to me. Like I did say in the Hornby, like in my predictions section of the Hornby announcement the other day, I did say something like the Furnace Railway number 20. I think it's like an A5 technically. I can't remember the type, but it's something like an A5. I think. I think that would be really cool because it's like an 040 tender engine. And it's just really weird and quirky, and I sort of love it. So that would be cool to see. But I mean, I'm not like desperate for it. Like like having a Hunslet was something I really, really wanted to see. Like, I really wanted that. I've wanted the Hunsler in like model form since I was a kid, because I like grew up with those engines on like the Empson Bolton Abbey Steam Railway. Like they had like 3 of them at one point, I think. So I was very much a fan of them. And yeah. Mo Phipps says, lots of people over here in Europe use the Roco system. It's probably the most common DCC solution here, especially for the big club layouts. I don't like the multi-mouse controller, so it's not for me. Yeah, I don't have the control, like the handset controller either. I literally just use the phone. Although I am thinking that if I do some big exhibitions at any point in the future, which isn't a guarantee, but if I ever do a big exhibition where there's lots of people using Wi-Fi enabled stuff, I might have to get you know, a wired controller of some sort to use it, just so that I don't run the risk of relying entirely on Wi-Fi when it might not actually work. But yeah. Aidan Likes Train says that is absolutely flying. Yeah, it is. I'm running it a bit faster just because there's a slight incline on the fiddle yard, and because it's quite a long train of it, I don't want the Sterling single to slow down. So it's but it's doing rather well actually, you know, all things considered. So after this, we have just one more super chat to do through, which, funnily enough, is for Aidan Likes Trains, who wanted to see the Hawthorne Leslie with the quad arts. I think, yeah, that could be a real challenge. I'm curious to see what happens with it. Unfortunately, I think it's all going to happen here in front of me off camera, so we shall see what happens. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, we've got the Sterling single running around for a little bit longer yet. Rule 1 Railway says, Bachmann Easy EZ command anyone, or is it just me? I don't know. I don't know a huge amount about the Bachmann system. They've also got, is it the Dynamo or the Dynamis system that they announced it a while ago, and I don't know if it's ever come out, which is a little bit weird. Like, they announced it and then it was sort of like the announcement all happened and then it was like it went really quiet, and I have no idea if it ever actually came out or not. So yeah. Andrew McNaughton 2266 says, I'm a DC user because all my locos are 30 years old except for my Accurascale Class 60. I mean, that's also a thing as well. So yeah. So, you know, you don't have to have DCC. I just want to see, Sparky129 says, well, I'm going to head off. Thanks again for running the loco. My pleasure. Thank you so much for sending in your super chat as well. And great to have you tuning in with us. I'm actually going to, we'll do one more run round of the Sterling single. We'll let it do one more lap. And then it's on to our grand finale, which is the Hawthorne Leslie pulling the oh, sorry, it's just slowed down slightly in the fiddle yard again. The Hawthorne Leslie. Oh, I've done that thing where I pressed the wrong button again. Let's go to that and then do that, and there we go. Here we go then. This is the Sterling single running around the layout one last time for Sparky129, who I think has probably disappeared by this point. Little whistle as it goes past there. And then as it comes across the bridge there, travelling at quite a rapid speed there. Fantastic. Oh, that was great. That was great. I like that. Excellent. Right, so I'm going to slow this down in the fiddle yard now, and we'll get this. We shall get this. Get this Hawthorne running with the quad arts. Again, really interested to see how this does. So, this will be as much an experiment as it will be a request. So let's find the Hawthorne. Is it even? Oh, do you know what? It's actually, from a standing start, it's actually moving, which I'm kind of surprised about. It is wheel slipping a bit, but we shall see. Let's cut to the main shot here. It'll be fine when it gets out actually onto the layout, because it'll be going downhill then slightly. Oh, okay, no, it's struggling. It's starting to struggle now, just it's on the corner. I think also I forget this is geared so slowly as well that it might not actually necessarily be struggling. It's just I haven't turned it up enough. I kind of like this. This is crazy, but I like it. Let's turn the sound on as well. It's certainly working hard. This is crazy, isn't it? I do like this. Now, how is it going to do? Oh, this thing's got a little bit blurry there for a moment. It's yeah, it's definitely struggling now. It's I think I'm going to have to push it through the fiddle yard, to be honest. Okay, yeah, it's slowed right down in the fiddle. I'm just going to push it through because it's just going very, very slowly, basically. But it is getting there. I'm going to turn the sound off as well, just so it's not having to work a crazy amount. But it is coming back out onto the layout again. This is like full speed as well, so it's like it's not designed to be an express engine. The Hawthorne Leslie, fantastic for shunting, I will say that. But yeah, but yeah, this was for Aidan Likes Trains. So thank you so much, Aidan, for suggesting this, craziness. Here it comes through on the bottom left there. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Fantastic. Okay, well, yeah. So we are coming to the end of the final live stream of the series. It's been an absolute pleasure to do this. I really enjoy. I never say this every week, but I really do genuinely enjoy doing these live streams. And yeah, it's just a nice chance for me to run stuff on the layout properly without it being like, you know, without me like having to run it with a camera or something. You know, I know I've got loads of cameras around the place, but normally I'm like busy filming an actual video or something. I've got the layout out, so it's nice to do stuff in this way. Neil Cameron 4710 says the little engine that could. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, to be fair, if any little engine is going to have a chance of doing it, like the Dapol Hawthorne Leslie is fantastic in that regard, because it is an astonishing engine. Like it's mostly die cast. Oh, I've just somehow disconnected the carriage. I didn't intend to. There we go. Yeah, it's mostly die cast. It's got a great speaker in it. I think I put a stay alive in mine as well now, which just makes it even better for shunting. Not that it's really needed anyway, because it's got a sprung chassis as well. Yeah, Dapol really knocked it out of the park with that one. And when they were available, they weren't like that expensive. I think you could pick them up for like £99, I think, from the retailers. So the RRP was a bit higher, but yeah, you could still. I mean, they're all sold out now for the most part. That said, I think Rails of Sheffield might have some of the green ones in stock still. So if you do really want one of the, the Hawthorne Leslies, do check out that. Soda Danderman says, remember the good old days of the 121 pulling the quad arts to everyone's surprise. Yeah, I'll say the Hawthorne Leslie is doing a better job of that than the 121. I think the 121 was very much just sort of being pushed along by the weight of the of the quad arts, whereas yeah, this is the Hawthorne Leslie is struggling a little bit, but I'm not really having to give it that much help through the fiddle yard. It's quite slow and sedate though, I will say that. I'm just gonna. I'll get one last thing. I'll just run something of my choice, I think, for the end. But I won't do anything too particularly drastic. I'll do something sort of fairly classic, I think. Just so we can finish on something that doesn't require me to sort of keep an eye on it as it's going round. But like I said, we are getting to the end now. So just want to say thank you very much to anyone who has tuned in to this set of live streams, whether you're watching this particular one on a replay, or whether you're watching it, you know, whether you've watched all of them live, or you've watched some of them live and some of them on the replay, or you've just whatever combination. Like, yeah, thank you for tuning in with me. It's been great fun, and yeah, I really appreciate having you here and getting to share this with you. And like I say, it's always fun to do a live show and kind of, you know, get to run the model railway for you guys and fulfill your requests as well. Actually, I just had a better idea of something I wanted to. I was going to do something, and then I realised I had a better idea, or something that was a bit more fun, I think. I've just got to find the thing now. Actually, do you know what? I'm not actually helping the Hawthorne Leslie through the fiddle yard anymore, because it's working fine. Like I say, it slows down a little bit, but it's doing it. It's doing the job. So yeah, it may be it's a little slow, but it looks great. It's a great little colour as well. I mean, it does look good with the blue and the orange. It's a nice, well, I say orange, the teak colour, but you know what I mean. It's a nice mixture. So I think let's turn the sound on this again one more time, and we'll follow this around the layout. There we go. And as it comes across the bridge here as well. I should have really put this on heavy mode, shouldn't I? I don't even know if it has a heavy mode, but it feels like it's warranted on this. There we go. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, that's now coming into the fiddle yard. Very, very slowly, I would add, though. And while that's happening, I do need to bring that to a stop, and let's get something else running just to finish off the stream. If I can find something, or if I can find the number. Where is it? What am I looking for? Oh, there it is. Yes, it is moving, just very, very slowly. Right, this is a bit of an experiment, because this is something I've got the black 5 on the teaks again, on the other set of teaks. So we'll see if this works, because when I tried to run it the other week, it didn't run. It kept derailing on one of the bits of track. So what I've done is I've fixed that bit of track, and I'm hoping now that it's not gonna derail itself anymore. So we'll see what happens. It's coming up to that little bit of track now, and it's gone through it with absolutely no problem whatsoever. So fantastic, very pleased with that. Let's follow this round, and we'll just enjoy it once. But we're basically wrapping up now. So it's been a nice chilled one, this live stream. I feel it's not felt as crazy. So yeah, it's been nice. We had all the. Sorry, I missed that as it was going over the bridge. Sorry. But yes, it's not been too crazy of a live stream today. I think we had all the madness sort of at the beginning of the series with all Christmas and everyone sort of a New Year watching all that. These last couple of ones have been a bit more relaxed and stuff, so it's been good fun. But yeah, let's like I say, it's been really great to have so many of you tune in. I'm sort of I remember when I used to do the live streams ages and ages ago when I first started the channel. And I would get like maybe 10 or 20 people watching, and now I think we've had at some points we've had close to 100 people watching tonight. I think some of the other streams we've had like 120, 130 people watching, which is just kind of bonkers to me. So yeah, and of course we started off the set of live streams by celebrating the channel hitting 50,000 subscribers, and then we also hit 55,000 subscribers halfway through it as well. And I don't know where we are now. I don't think we're much further off that. I don't even know, where it is. Oh yeah, so we're on 56,350 subscribers currently. So that's another 1,350 subscribers since we had that last little celebration. Anyway, that has reminded me as well that I do need to do a shout out to everybody who sent in a super chat. So let me get my glasses again so I can run down these really quickly. But we had Owen Hardy wanted to see the W4 Peckett, thank you to you. Kempton Town Branch wanted to see Thomas. Rule 1 Railways wanted to see the C-Class, and we ran the O1 instead because we don't have a C-Class. Nigel Cole wanted to see 828, the Caledonian 812 class. Owen Hardy again wanted to see the class 50 on a passenger train. And then who else do we have? Oh, we had Shine Autos who wanted to see Bluebell with a mixed train. Model Rail Fan 37 wanted to see the B1 with the teaks. Rowan Parsons asked to see the Class 31 because his had come the day before, or yeah, came yesterday. The Mungie wanted to see the A4 with something a little bit wacky behind. Sparky129 wanted to see the Sterling single running, and Aidan Likes Trains wanted to finish up with the Hawthorne and Leslie on the quad arts. And that is so a big thank you to everybody who sent in super chats tonight and requests. It's massively appreciated. Thank you for keeping me company during these live streams as well. Mo Phipps says, I'm finishing up with another NYMR train. Yeah, absolutely. It's I do like the combination of the Black 5 with the teak coaches. It's a good combination. Anyway, like I said, this has been an absolute blast to run these live streams. It's been absolutely fantastic. We are coming up to 9 o'clock, so I'm not gonna chat for too much longer. But yeah, like I say, thank you so much to everybody who has watched and continues to watch. And yeah, look forward to more videos coming in the near future. There's some exciting stuff coming. Like I said, I've got a big project which I'm about to start filming very, very soon, which is why the live streams are temporarily coming to an end. But hopefully they will be back later in the year. And there's nothing set in stone yet, but I think I've got some exhibition appearances lined up as well. And some of those might be sooner than you think. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been, like I say, it's been an absolute pleasure to run these live streams for you. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.